just before Diwali. Today we are here at the Westside store and let's see what's brewing here. Festive season kicking in full swing and the GST rate rationalization happening just before the festive season kicks in, there are a lot of questions around the entire retail apparel space. And to discuss exactly what's happening in this space, we're joined by Shailina Parti, who's the CEO of Westside, joining us today. Always a pleasure speaking with you, and thank you so much for taking out the time and speaking with us at NDTV Profit. My first question to you is that, is there a change in behavior that you've seen so far in the purchasing power of a common man post the GST rate rationalization?
Great question. I think from our trade perspective, what we've seen is a really good September. And as the GST was coming and being announced, a slight slowdown at the end of the month. Interesting, not from the younger generation who are not worried about what's happening in the economy. The younger Gen Z client is shopping like crazy. But maybe the more mature, loyal Westside customer is shopping for cars and high-ticket items. That was where the discount meant a lot more. Because we're an affordable brand, I saw now the pickup come in the last 2 weeks as we build towards the Diwali. So a slight shift in behavior, but nothing that is drastic or big in terms of what you're asking.
Interesting. The other aspect is that we've seen as to how, you know, the customer behaving pattern has been changing. The consumer today wants new by the hour, right?
Correct.
What is the kind of change in trends that you've seen in terms of consumption? Because the Gen Z wants newer things every day.
You're absolutely right. And that's been the huge shift in the last 12 months. Newness every Friday is what we're doing, but it's not just newness for the sake of it. Innovation, new product categories, new colors, new denim shapes, and we're seeing that newness really driving a different outcome. And for me, what I'm delighted by is the younger customer is starting to shop Westside. And that was the bit that was really important in terms of our strategy. I think the other thing is also agility in our supply chain. The fact that we are looking at an idea and we're bringing it to market in a matter of weeks. So trialing, repeating, bringing new things, seeing what's working. I think speed in fashion, speed in product has been a huge shift in our business as well.
So it's the Gen Z that's adopting very fast, is that correct?
Absolutely,
or the millennials?
right.
It's the Gen Z.
I'd say the Gen Z is really where I'm seeing the traction.
Yeah.
Millennials is great, steady. What's good about millennials is they're part of the community. We're very much about community marketing, engagement. So where I've seen the millennials come is through our community activities, our 5K runs, our Westness activities, our Zumba classes. You know, that's where I've seen millennials. They want something beyond the everyday working life. And they're connecting to Westside in a slightly different way. So very different customer behavior depending on the age profile.
Interesting. You did mention that you know, you are very fast in terms of changing your inventory. Just want to get a sense as to how are you actually you know, managing or adopting this change in fast consumer behavior with respect to your inventory. Where does it stand?
Well, I think if we don't do it, we won't win in the market.
Yeah.
So it's non-negotiable. The teams have been set up in such a way. We have trends, we're using AI interventions, we're looking at our vendors, and the whole speed to market from fabric to design to trend, we can do very quickly, land it, have success and repeat. And I think if we keep doing it, we have pivoted and set up teams in a different way, and we're seeing it make a difference in our business.
Interesting. Even in terms of your online sales, you know, that has been increasing, and that's already reflected in the investor presentation as well. Just want to get a sense there as to what is the kind of contribution that's coming in from the online sales, and where do you see that going, you know, 3 years down the line, because online is the new game, right?
Absolutely. And I'm very passionate about building the online digital side of the business, because I think we can only take our trend from what's happening all over the world. Most countries outside of India, 30 to 40% is their online revenue. Ours is sitting between 7 and 10%. So will that grow? For sure. 20% is very doable in the next 2 to 3 years. Our growth, though, online is much more than our stores. Of course they would be. Our store is where we have a presence.
Correct.
Online is growing. We are investing in online. We're investing in app. We're investing in a better journey for our consumer. And all this is starting to play back in sales. So I'm delighted about what's happening online. And for me, it'll be continuing to be a big push for us.
And how do things change in terms of online presence? Because you have a lot of aggregators also that are doing online business with so many brands already present there. So how do you make sure that a person comes to the Westside app only and purchase Westside clothes?
Well, the interesting thing is we have a Weststyle Club membership base.
Yeah.
It's huge. And those are our customers, and we're pivoting them into online. But also our marketing and our activity around community-based project. You come for a 5K run, you sign up for the app to actually take part in the run, and then you're seeing that shopping and that behavior changing. So I think the world for our consumer today is they want to shop online and they want to shop in store.
Correct.
They don't see a difference. Our job at Westside is to give the brand experience across online, in store, whatever suits their feeling on that day in their life. So for me, it should be a seamless experience, and it's all about brand. I love the fact we're not on an aggregator platform.
Right.
We offer exclusivity, uniqueness. We don't, we give them what they want, and it's not available anywhere else. So we get the traffic, because if they want to shop Westside, they have to come to westside.com. So I think it's working for us. I'm delighted where we are with it. Is there more in it? Of course there is. And I think the push is we want to get there. We want to really increase online business.
Understood. So what about competition, Shailina? I just want to get a sense there, because in the tier 1 city, you're very well placed when it comes to competition. But tier 2 and tier 3 is where small players are emerging quite significantly. Just want to get a sense as to how are you addressing that?
So you're right. The tier 1, we have really got a formula that's working. I think in tier 2 cities, there is still an appetite for organized retail. If we discuss, 50% is still unorganized.
Correct.
It's going down. So to have a great experience, a beautiful store, and a product that resonates is still working among independents. I'm delighted that independents are giving us a run for our money, but our way of operating and our speed to market for young fashion is working, and we can just roll it out. We have so much more opportunity. We have approximately 250 stores. We still have a long way to go.
Absolutely.
So I'm enjoying the fact that young independents are emerging, because shopping is becoming a big activity for the young Indian consumer. So we still have many opportunities and cities to play in that haven't been touched.
Right. So when you say store expansion, would you rather prefer, adding more number of stores in the same city, or would you prefer, expanding the already present stores in terms of area per square feet?
So we're doing both.
Okay.
Where we have a great store that has been a long-term store and we have a great loyal customer base, we're finding more space and upgrading those stores. But on the other hand, as cities are expanding and as everyone is expanding out into the suburbs, there's scope. So Bangalore, we have a great footprint. Could it be bigger? For sure, because people are moving out. Right. Hyderabad is the same. Look at Mumbai. Going on the outskirts of the suburbs of Mumbai, there is an opportunity. So I look at it as metro but extra. Westside is metro, tier 1. There's more scope there. The north, Delhi. Delhi is becoming a huge outside of suburbs.
Yeah.
We're stepping into those spaces.
Interesting.
So for me, it's still Metro Plus. It's Tier 1. Tier 2, at the moment, maybe not so much. We like to have an affluent customer, an intelligent working woman as well as man, So I think we've got more scope in Metro, and Tier 1 is my pitch and my strategy for the next 12 to 18 months.
Interesting. Have you observed any kind of cannibalization taking place in tier 1 cities where you have, more than 3 or 4 stores in the same city?
I don't think we're big enough yet.
Okay.
I think at the moment we position our stores in enough distance to see them both work. We're in today in Deernagar. We have one around the corner. I'm delighted to say both stores are doing well and achieving their budgets. So I think there is scope. I think people want convenience and proximity. And because the roads are so busy, the fact that you can pop to your nearest store in 2 minutes is still, for us, we're still winning on that basis.
Absolutely. And for this
And
is very
Bangalore
much
similar.
applicable.
You
Even
can't
in Mumbai.
move in Bangalore. So the fact you have a store, 2 stores nearby, but it could take half an hour in the car.
100%.
Both stores are winning.
Yeah. Okay, one last question for you, Shailina. In terms of product expansion, you know, you're already there in so many product categories. Would you want to expand into more categories? If yes, what would those be?
I think our role is to keep offering newness within the categories. But yes, I look at market opportunity. So for me, the 2 big market opportunities, one is travel. People in India are now traveling, holidaying. So for me, the whole travel resort, swimwear is a huge opportunity. And nobody's doing it particularly well in the India market. So
100%.
for me, that's one. The other thing is athleisure lounge. You've seen globally, international markets are building leisure business wherever you go. We need to do that here. So we have something already in the pipeline.
Interesting.
And we would like to play in that space of travel, athleisure, loungewear. So for me, that's the next thing. Of course, we have also done a little bit of jewelry and we've gone into the lab diamond business. So for me, fashion is about what next. If that's what's trending in the next 18 months, that's where I want Westside to be.
It's interesting you mentioned lab-grown diamonds. How is that working out for you? Is there demand? Are you seeing that?
There is demand, and I'm delighted. We have approximately 20 stores within our Westside portfolio. So the store is in the store.
Okay, so the lab-grown diamonds have already started. It's already out there.
And we've done a soft launch online this week before Diwali. And I see a big opportunity as well. It's the affordability,
100%,
the trust of the Westside brand, and I look at it as another fashion proposition. The fashion today for jewelry is people are moving into lab diamonds. Why not play in that fashion space? I see it very much as a fashion proposition, and it's relevant for the consumer of today. That's why we stepped in and tried to make it fun, affordable. It's not about being in the fine jewelry business. For me, it's very much about being in the fashion business.